Guys, it's Coach Perry K here, and the power is out in my house. I don't know why, because it is beautiful and sunny out and there's no rain, there's no storms, but the power's out. So I thought I would take this opportunity to just film a little video for you. I am fortunate that my laptop is all charged up because I did my meal planning for the week, well, kind of like the middle of the week to the end of the week, because I was wrapped up with Memorial Day things with my guard unit for the last like 4 days. So when I got home, it was like late on Monday, and then I spent all yesterday, which is Tuesday, meal planning. So I wanted to talk a little bit about like my meal planning. I have another video on my channel about meal planning, but that's like how I actually do my meal planning in the Excel spreadsheet that I use. But this video, I just want to talk about how do I like select my meals. So right now I'm doing size. And I'm actually not going to be doing the whole program. It's kind of an in-between thing because I just did the Ultimate Reset and I have Insanity Max 30 on the way, which I'm super excited about and I can't wait to do it, even though I'm scared of it because Shanti is crazy. But that's on the way, so I needed something to do in the meantime since I can exercise now. So I chose size, and this is the little booklet that comes with size that talks about the food and everything. Because I am over 150 pounds, I will be using that particular set. It's got the little guide here, like how many containers do you eat if you're less than 150 pounds, if you're more than 150 pounds. It is less than I was eating when I was doing the 21-day fix program. I'm not sure who decides how much you eat and in what proportions, because when I did 22-minute hardcore, the proportions were a lot different. So, yeah, like I said, like you can't necessarily just use your same eating plan for all the workouts. You actually do have to look in the little guide. But anyways, so I remembered recently, I can't believe I actually forgot this, but I did. I forgot that I had received the Fixate Cookbook, and I don't remember why, but Beachbody sent it to me. I think there was like a mix-up or something in their shipping, and for a lot of people, and they just sent them a Fixate Cookbook, kind of like as our bad, forgive us. So I have the Fixate Cookbook, but I haven't used it yet. Like I went through and updated, there's a few, like it comes with some stickers because they made a few mistakes, and so the stickers you just put on the corresponding pages and it corrects the mistakes. So I went through and did that, but I never made any of the recipes with it. So I thought this week, why not just have this week be basically all about the Fixate Cookbook? So that's what I'm actually doing. And I looked at some of the recipes and I thought, you know, what would be summery and tasty and like what am I in the mood for? And I came up with like this list here. And then I combined that list of things that sounded tasty with this here and figured out like how could I fit those things into my meals for the day. I always plan ahead, you guys. Like, you don't have to. Maybe you can, like, fly by the seat of your pants and be totally fine. I cannot do that. I am such a planner. Like, that's not to say that if I have to, that I can't, but just for day-to-day life, that is too stressful for me to be, like, looking in my refrigerator and, like, what am I going to eat today? I can't do that. I just can't do that. So I plan ahead. So basically what I did was I took these two things and I married them up. And what I came up with is that I can have, and I'll just show you little snapshots of the cookbook. Why not? I'm going to do this toasted kale salad. It's got some chicken in it, and I like kale, especially when it's toasted in the oven. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one. So I'm going to have this one. Eric and I, ever since we've started doing these, the Beachbody meal plans with the 21-day fix, like way back, like 10 months ago, we have always really liked to make use of our waffle maker. So we bought it, and it's this really cool antique, and it makes waffles that are heart-shaped. Ah! I mean, how cute is that? Like, why wouldn't you want to use that? So for a while we were doing like eggs and waffles and turkey bacon and stuff on the regular on the weekends. We haven't done that in a while, but I saw this recipe and I was like, okay, we gotta have this. Chicken and waffles. It's like protein healthy waffles, but I think what I'm gonna do, because I don't buy protein, because a lot of times protein has a lot of junk in it, like a lot of chemicals, a lot of like just stuff that I don't want in my body. But I will use, we have vanilla Shakeology, which has protein in it. So I'm going to try this recipe with Shakeology and see what it's like. But yeah, so chicken and waffles, I'm pretty pumped about that. The next thing we're going to have, actually that's going to be my lunch today after, if I can get to the grocery store in time. Yeah, it's going to be some lunches anyways. I love stuffed bell peppers. And so there's this like chicken stuffed bell pepper recipe that's like chicken and quinoa. I love quinoa too. So I'm going to be doing that. That's this one. It's just a little weird, but I really love eggplant and I like turkey burgers. So I'm going to do this like eggplant turkey burger thing. So you basically like grill the eggplants and use them instead of buns with a turkey burger. And I don't know, I just think that sounds really tasty and light feeling. And I try to plan out my meals so that I don't eat my carbs at dinner. I still eat the number of carbs that they recommend, but I try not to eat them at dinner just so that my body has more time to use them up before they convert into sugar, which contributes to the fat on my body. So anyways, yeah, I'm pretty excited about these because there's no yellow container involved in it. I can have it for dinner and it's just red and green and purple, it looks like. Or blue. Blue. The next meal I chose makes me really, really happy because I love like chicken and broccoli and rice casserole, and I also love macaroni and cheese, and I feel like this kind of like melds them all together. But it's macaroni and cheese with broccoli and chicken, and I'm so excited for this. It's just so cozy and comfy, and it's like meal approved, and I'm really excited to have it. What I think I'm going to do, because the recipe itself, it tells you the containers up here. The recipe itself is only for, like, it only gives you half of a red container, but I want to have the full red container, so I'm just going to add extra chicken. No big deal. And you can adjust your food that way too. Like, you can say how much container do I have to eat today, and how much is in this recipe, and adjust. And yeah, it might taste a little different, but it'll get the job done. I really don't think adding more chicken to the mac and cheese is going to hurt my feelings. I really don't. So I'm pretty pumped about this. Mac and cheese with chicken. Ah! So this next one I'm pretty excited about too. Eric got a bunch of stuff. Okay, let's back up. We got a free gas grill from somebody that was leaving the unit and they didn't have any way to take it with them. Like, we're in the military. So before they moved to their next duty station, they were like, hey, we have a grill. If you want it, come pick it up from our house. So we didn't have a grill at the time, and we were like, yes, that is coming home with us right now. But it had been kind of neglected out in the elements, and so some of it was just kind of breaking down. So Eric took it all apart, and he looked up a bunch of information about like grill products and like how to make the most out of your grill. So he got new stuff for it. I'm kind of ignorant on this subject, which is why I'm not giving you specifics, but kind of got some new stuff for it, rebuilt it, and now we have like this supposedly better grill than like what the original grill was. And it was cheaper to do that than to buy a nicer grill. So all in all, we're winning, I hope. He's pretty happy with it, so I'm happy too. But we get to use our grill now, and we've been without a grill for about a month while he took it apart and was ordering these replacement parts. So now we have a grill again. So we're gonna make steak fajitas. I love fajitas. And it sounds like a really good recipe. You can make, so the recipe calls for corn tortillas to be used with this. You know how fajitas, usually you'll wrap them up in a little tortilla. But I don't think I'm going to use that because we're going to have them for dinner, and I don't want to eat a yellow container at dinner. So probably just going to have the steak fajitas with some side vegetables, but that's still going to be super tasty. But look at that. I mean, look at that. It's so, it looks so good. I'm excited about the fajitas. Okay, and finally, I don't know how many of y'all like buffalo wing sauce, but I love it. Love it. And they've got these buffalo, I mean, I assume it's buffalo. It looks like buffalo because she's got it with celery and, sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder so that I know where to point. She's got it with celery and this lemon garlic sauce, which sounds really good to me, but we're going to be having this as a side dish because it looks, I mean, look at that. It looks so good. And this is cauliflower. Even though it's white, it's actually a vegetable, so it's still not using up a yellow at dinner. Yeah, spicy cauliflower bites. So there were some, I mean, there's tons of recipes in this cookbook, and they all look really, really good. But I just took a look at like the containers, the number of containers that I have to eat during a day, and you know, how can I best make use of those containers? And so that's how I made this list. There's stuff on this list that I'm actually not going to end up making. For example, there's a really good looking edamame salad. There's a quinoa black bean salad that looks really tasty, but that's like 2 yellows per serving, and I only get 3 in a day, so I just double checked. It's 3. And so I didn't really want to use up 2 yellows in one setting. That's just me. Maybe I will next week. Who knows? Banana apple muffins looked really, really good, and peanut butter squares looked also very tasty, but the apple muffins and the peanut butter squares, they're kind of treaty things. Like, it'd be really easy for me to get carried away and eat too much of them and not be able to restrain myself. Like, I still feel like I struggle with that. So, I'm just not going to provide the temptation for myself in the house. That's how I'm going to manage that problem. So anyways, like, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making my grocery list from these foods that I chose and these recipes, and then I'm gonna go to the grocery store, and then I'm gonna start cooking, and I'm very excited. But I just wanted to share with you, like, if you don't have the Fixate Cookbook, I can't recommend it yet because I have not cooked any of the recipes yet. But it is, I mean, the recipes do look really good. The instructions are easy to follow. I did read through the instructions. You can be vegetarian, omnivore, paleo, gluten-free, and they give you all of those indications within the cookbook. So really, pretty much anybody can use this cookbook and tailor it to whatever dietary needs you have. So that's a really good thing I like about this cookbook, because I really like eating more towards like a paleo diet. I just find that it helps me sleep better, and like when I have less processed carbohydrates in my diet, I sleep better, I lose weight a little bit easier. So that's kind of like my leaning. Now, that's not to say that I always shun wheat products or gluten or anything like that. I don't have celiac. I don't have a gluten insensitivity. In fact, I actually went to my doctor and had blood drawn to see if I happen to have a gluten sensitivity or a gluten allergy, because I wanted to know if that was, like, if eating those foods was a possible reason, like, I was having trouble losing weight. But as it turns out, I don't have any sensitivity or allergy to gluten, so now I just try to limit it from a limited sort of carbohydrates perspective. Like, I just feel a little better when I don't have as much of that in my diet, so if I feel better, then that's what I'm gonna do. So that's how I chose my stuff. But anyways, Fixate Cookbook. Cannot 100% recommend it yet. Like I said, I'll do a follow-up on this video and let you know what I think of some of these recipes. But so far, I like the cookbook, what I know of it. It's, I like that it lays flat because it's got the spiral binding. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I like about it so far, and then I will definitely report back with my feelings about the recipes and if they were good. I hope you found this video a little helpful, a little informative. Maybe you can share with me down in the comments what you do for your meal planning, or what some of your favorite container approved, like 21 Day Fix approved, container approved meals are. I use Pinterest all the time, and I think that's part of why I forgot that I had this book. to be quite honest, because I just use Pinterest almost exclusively to find container approved recipes, because there's so many great bloggers out there who come up with these recipes, and that's not me. Like, I am not a recipe maker. I don't know, it's just not, I'm not creative in that way. So I definitely make use of other people's creativity, and Pinterest is a great resource for that. But I will definitely let you know what I think of these Fixate recipes and whether or not the book is worth getting. I think it retails for $19.99. You should be able to get it on the Beachbody website for $19.99. It's probably on Amazon too, but if you get it from the Beachbody website, then you're helping out, you're helping support a coach. And I don't know, I just think that's better, because this is our business, like this is our home business. And so Amazon, we don't get anything from Amazon, and you don't get a coach when you go use Amazon. So if you want to use Amazon, that's fine, I understand, especially if it's cheaper. I definitely have been in a places in my life where I could not afford things, so I understand. I'm not trying to dog it out. But if you have the means and the choice of one or the other, support a coach. Why not? It's our home business. So anyways, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, because I will be continuing to just tell you about how my Beachbody journey goes and review things for you and do unboxings and just show you like what Beachbody can offer you and what it's doing for me. And I look forward to seeing you in future videos, and I hope you have a great day.